Illness sweeping the Bluegrass, churches and schools canceling classes and services. Also, we're tracking the latest after a man exposed himself in a Moorhead shopping center parking lot. And there's still unanswered questions after a mountain lion was killed in central Kentucky. We have these stories and breaking news as it happens on WKYT this morning.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
And an early good morning to you and welcome. It's so nice to have you along on WKYT as we get Thursday, 1 week until Christmas, off and rolling.
I'm Rebecca Smith. Thanks
and I'm
so
Bill
much for
Bryant.
being here.
Yeah, we're tracking some light snow flurries here and there this morning. And that's sort of moving across the region right now.
And we're also tracking a storm system that could move in by Christmas Day, believe it or not. Maybe a white Christmas. For the latest track on the weather, let's turn to meteorologist Micah Harris.
Well, we're looking outside this morning and we're seeing across the way a dry condition. Now you look south and southwest, that's where we're seeing some of those flurries, snowflakes fly on in. And you can see really it's not affecting much of our region. You got to go down toward the Cumberland area, work down the Cumberland Parkway all the way to 65. That's where we're seeing some of that snow, and a little bit of mixture too. So if you're sitting around Lake Cumberland, any of those zones around there, heads up, you could have a little light accumulation fly across your neck of the woods here in the next couple of hours. Temperatures are in the 20s. It's cold outside, and by the afternoon, it's going to stay that way. 35 degrees. Most of that stuff is going to stay south of 64. But as we go toward the weekend, we got another shot. You've heard about it for quite some time, and I'll show you that coming up.
Thank you. And leading our news now, the message from doctors this morning: if you're feeling sick, stay home. The flu and strep throat and stomach bugs are continuing to take their toll on people around Kentucky.
Now, 5 school districts have canceled classes because so many students and teachers are getting sick. Anderson County, Bergen Independent, Lawrence County, Menifee, as well as Wolfe County schools all will be closed for the rest of the week. In Franklin County, a church canceled services because so many members of its congregation are sick. WKYT's Garrett Weimer has the story.
Whether or not it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, for a lot of people who get sick around the holidays, it's beginning to feel like it. Here in Franklin County, the public health director says they've confirmed 21 cases of the flu in the last week alone.
So we're up to a total of 33 cases now for Franklin County. And again, remember, those are laboratory confirmed cases, so there's probably actually more than that.
Bell Point Baptist Church canceled Wednesday's services because of sickness. The church's pastor says it's the flu and just general winter yuckiness. The public health director here in Franklin County told me it's smart to cancel services like this if a lot of the congregation is sick.
That is exactly what CDC recommends, what public health recommends, that if a large number of people are sick, then we need to practice that social distancing, where you do stay home and keep your germs to yourself. And we always know there's going to be that person that wants to persevere and go out even when they are sick. Oh, it's not that bad. And so that's why I would applaud that church for canceling their services until most of the congregation is better.
Mattingly says the important thing, it's still not too late to get a flu shot. In Franklin County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
The public health director says flu season typically peaks in January, but with the growth they're seeing in cases right now, there could be 2 peaks this flu season.
Janitors at Bergen Independent School spent the day cleaning the building there. On Tuesday, the superintendent says student attendance dipped to 80%. So school leaders canceled classes for the rest of the week. They hope a longer Christmas break will help everybody get healthy.
Well, this morning, workers at a Lincoln County store have a big mess to clean up because of a crash. It happened at the Valero gas station on US 27 in Stanford. Police tell us the woman in the parking lot hit the gas pedal instead of the brake in her car. She ended up crashing into the store, as you can see from the eyewitness photos. Police tell us no one was injured in the crash.
A disturbing story out of Lexington this morning. A Time Warner cable worker was arrested after police say he exposed himself to a child. 32-year-old Bradley Brooks is charged with 1 count of sexual abuse and operating a vehicle under the influence. Back in July, police say a mother asked her 7-year-old to take Brooks into the basement to show him where the cable router was. According to court documents, that's when he exposed himself to the child. Brooks claims he did not expose himself and that the child found nude photos on his phone. He'll be arraigned later today.
Well, this morning a man faces charges after police say he exposed himself to a child in a shopping center parking lot. Moorhead police arrested Justin Thornton. What they say they found inside his car makes this story maybe even more disturbing. Jordan Valines is tracking the investigation.
Justin Thornton is now here at the Rowan County Detention Center behind bars for allegedly exposing himself to an underage female while sitting in his car in a parking lot in Moorhead. The arrest citation for 26-year-old Justin Thornton of Salt Lick states that the girl called police around 1 a.m. Tuesday to report a man inappropriately touching himself while exposing his genitals in the Moorhead Plaza parking lot. Police soon located Thornton, who matched the earlier description, sitting inside his car in the Walmart parking lot near the entrance. According to the citation, the officer approached Thornton's vehicle and saw that his pants were around his ankles and his genitals exposed. All of this in plain sight of customers walking in and out of the store. The officer said that Thornton smelled heavily of alcohol, was unsteady on his feet, and speaking with slurred speech. When police searched his car, they found two very unusual items in the glove box: a butcher knife and duct tape. Police are continuing to investigate why Thornton was keeping those particular items with him. Thornton is now charged with indecent exposure, DUI, and possession of drug paraphernalia. In Rowan County, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
Justin Thornton is scheduled to appear in Rowan County District Court on January 7th.
Now 4:36 here on WKYT, and new this morning, 3 people are behind bars after a drug arrest near Bryan Station High School. Downsett Cook, Jasmine Gregory, and James Kendrick were arrested after police say they grew marijuana at a home on Manhattan Drive. Police say a toddler was living in that home. All 3 are charged with cultivating marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia, and wanton endangerment.
Well, this morning we're tracking the investigation into a robbery at a Lexington home. It happened around 8:30 last night along Burley Avenue. Police say 3 men showed up at the home armed with 2 guns and stole electronics from the people inside. Police say after the robbers left, the victims followed them to the Lex apartments on South Broadway. Police searched that apartment complex but didn't find the robbers. Police think everyone involved knew each other.
This morning, an eastern Kentucky family is dealing with 2 devastating losses. Last week, Tabitha Collett's home was destroyed by a fire. She lived there with her husband, Frankie Sizemore, and their children. On Tuesday, Sizemore was killed in a crash in Jackson County while coming home from work. Police say his car hit a cattle truck head-on.
He had a heart of gold. He would give you his last anything if you needed him, and oh my gosh, he loved to make you smile.
He was a great father and a great provider. He was just a great person. He would give anything to anybody.
A GoFundMe page to help the Collett and Sizemore families has been set up, and we have a link to that at WKYT.com. Police say the driver of the cattle truck, Jerry McQueen, was also killed in the crash.
Well, with 2 weeks left in the year, Lexington police say they still have 7 unsolved homicides for the year. Police say that's a higher number than usual, but the total number of homicides, 17, is just below the city's yearly average. Police say they've had a hard time finding clues in the unsolved homicides.
In some of the recent cases that we've had this year, people are afraid to give us information, to come forward with leads, tips, anything that they may have in any knowledge of a case.
Lexington police are asking for your help as they continue searching for suspects in these unsolved crimes. They say beginning next year, they will put all of the city's unsolved cases since 1974, the homicide cases, on their Facebook page and on their website.
This morning, investigators are trying to figure out what led to the deaths of an elderly western Kentucky couple. Police say 84-year-old Nancy Coomer and 86-year-old Albert Coomer were found dead in their Muhlenberg County home yesterday. Police say both had suffered gunshot wounds, but there is no indication that someone forced their way into the home before the deaths. Police say the couple had health issues.
Well, this morning, Kentucky Fish and Wildlife workers still have some unanswered questions about a mountain lion they killed in Bourbon County. They told us they still haven't figured out where the mountain lion came from. They're possibly looking into a situation where maybe it was held captive before being found. Mountain lions are rare in Kentucky. The Wolf Run Wildlife Refuge in Jessamine County has been caring for a mountain lion for 13 years. Workers there say mountain lions should not be pets because that causes them to lose their fear of humans.
Very, very poor choice to try and keep these animals like you would a regular domestic animal.
If that's the case, Fish and Wildlife workers tell us they should know more about the Bourbon County mountain lion when lab tests return in a couple of days.